The Lofoten Islands in Norway are one of the world's most beautiful places. A poet once said, "These islands were the place where the last pieces of clay fell off the hands of God." Tremendous coastlines, steep mountains and green grass are fit together to a place that looks like a magical picture. Around the Lofoten Islands at the Polar Circle is a very specific, wide biodiversity. A fragile balance that needs to be protected actively. One of the main concerns is the approaching extermination of whales through overfishing. As whales feed from plankton, they cause a lot of movement in it. The plankton is whirled up to the water surface, where sunlight helps it to regrow, furthermore causes photosynthesis, and with that, oxygen production in the plankton while it sinks back down. Whales are a necessary piece for the process of enrichment of the ocean with oxygen. Ongoing overfishing of whales seem to hold the potential for fatal consequences not just for the Lofoten Islands, but on a global scale. The Norse people claim whaling to be an old and dear tradition. In our visits at the local markets, it seemed more like a tourist attraction to us. We witnessed tourists from all over the world eating whale meat here. When we asked them, some did not even know that the word hval means whale meat. Furthermore, we found a fatal lack of proper indications about the fact that the meat is very often contaminated with high levels of mercury, which can cause nerve damage if it is consumed. Some Norse people believe that when you just hang the meat for a while, the mercury, because it is a heavy metal, would sink down into the lower pieces of the meat and you could just cut it off. And well, just to speak it out, that's not true. Nevertheless, national law sees no need for proper indication, and furthermore protects whaling in this area. Norway has set a high fishing quota of 880 minke whales in 2016, a doubtable quota that's hard to reach and sustains overfishing. Nevertheless, the quota has been reached in 2015, and 250 tons of meat were not sold. For us as observers, it was clear to follow that additionally to this waste, 3/4 of the dead animal is thrown back into the sea. The skeleton and the subcutaneous fat is not used at all. The way to treat whales looks more like in the factory farming industry than like in a tradition of fishing. We doubt the value of this profession for our world community. Additional to the poisoned meat, some of the blubber gets sold in the export for special dishes, cosmetics, soap, or omega-3 pills. All of these products can be produced synthetically nowadays. There is no real market for whaling products. It is artificially created and sustained. The whaling quotas set by the Norwegian government could be interpreted as an illegal distortion of competition on the free market. A national attempt to protect a dying profession that harms international waters. We got the impression that this is one reason why even the Norwegian Coast Guard was used in several attempts to chase us away as observers.
Skyt for helvete! De filma, det bare å skyte for faen!
No! Oh, and something else we witnessed during our stay. Whales do cry. They mourn for their family members. We got doubts that it is right to define them as things, like European law does at the moment. This should be changed, don't you think? We are working on it. Would you like to join?